No, say, hey, you free to say
Oh,
what you want to say, brother. On
oh
a
no, you did.
fantastic funk and roll Friday afternoon. How's everyone doing?
My
It's the
man.
Teddy Bear, and welcome to Night Tracks Radio. And today's artist spotlight: singer, songwriter, producers, and one of the funkiest keyboardists that this industry has ever seen. We're being joined today from the legendary Rick James Stone City Band, Mr. Levi Ruffin Jr. Brother, how are you doing this afternoon?
Like I explained to you earlier, man, I'm feeling real good, and it's great talking to you, bro. I woke up
Man,
again. It was a good day.
man, well, thank you. It's an honor, man. I've been waiting a long time to get you on, and there's so many things that I want to talk to you about. I know everybody has seen the documentary, and also as far as Tales of the Tour Bus, but I want to dive a little bit deeper because I want to put the emphasis on your career as far as your
Hmm.
musicianship, the time that you have spent in this industry, and the things that you have seen. And one of the things that got me yesterday, I was looking at this new documentary just came out about Milli Vanilli, and I sat
Mm.
back and I watched it as far as the things that people don't see that really actually takes place in the industry and what they'll do to sell records or make money off of people. And I wanted to ask you, how have things changed from the music industry from when you started to where we are right now?
Well, basically, the money's changed, and the radio station don't have the clout they used to have. Y'all got more clout than any radio station right now. But back in the day, the payola, all that kind of crap go on the side, and that included women, drugs, the whole nine that people think about rock and roll. It was definitely true back in the day. But now they got all kinds of instruments in there where people can talk about it over the phone and imagery and whatnot. People can see what you're saying or how you said it. Back then, all those stuff was covered up. I mean, so many artists, man, got screwed, and some of the ones that really did well were really that talented, but they had that money behind it. And now, you got to come out blazing now. You can just take it. And I really
You
feel
know,
sorry
I
for them.
sit back and it amazes me to
Mhm.
look at the things that I'm seeing is that the artistry, the musicianship, a lot of that doesn't even exist
Period.
anymore. You've seen when you started, there were a lot of labels. Now there's a handful of labels, and most of the artists that were on major labels are independent artists. Did
Right.
you ever see we would be at this place in time in industry where you have so many independent artists having the level of control over their music?
Yeah. Well, you have to now because if you don't, somebody else will. And like you made a comment about musicianship and stuff like that. I'm not going to go too deep into that because I have my own circumstances about that. But at one time, I was the most sampled string player in the damn world. At the Stone City Band was at one time had passed James Brown as far as being sampled on everybody's stuff. We didn't get no money. We didn't get none of that. No checks every now and then.
Right.
No, chicken wings and beer and whatnot. But I've had a ball because we were old enough to understand it's not going to last forever. You can't be no fool when you're 32 years old trying to act like you're 21. It's embarrassing.
Because I've
Be a man.
seen other interviews that you've given, one of the things that you've put a strong emphasis on is understanding the business aspect of the music industry as far as your royalties, owning your masters,
Yeah.
being aware of what kind of contract that you're signing. Because when you like you said, you coming from Buffalo, you poor, you have no money, then all of a sudden you have a label give you all this money in hand, more money than you've ever seen before.
Thank you.
And
My mother would say a whole chunk of change, okay? My Mickey Mouse,
oh man.
chunk of change. It was nice. It was fun. But one thing though about what you mentioned though, when we was just starting, me and Rick, we got in there, I've been knowing since we was kids, and he used to stop by the house all the time because my parents were the only people who had a piano in the neighborhood. And one day he just stopped by and said, "Yo, man, that's your piano?" I said, "Yeah." You mind? I said, yeah, come on in, man. We sit there, next thing you know, we writing little lyrics and stuff like that. Now, some people say you didn't know Rick that well. See, but give an example of what they don't know. You probably went through some similar stuff growing up. Nobody was invited to the house unless they was mom or dad liked them. You wanted to go out and play your Jeffy was in this one, doing this thing. Jeffy. Can Chucky come out and play? No, you gotta stand on the porch and wait for him to come. Nobody invited you to the house. But Rick was mother to the play. Yeah, he was different. She heard something too. My mama did. Well, that's talent. He might be good, but he got talent. That's how my mother fell in love with him. I mean, he's just a good dude. And like I said, the broker we were, the more fun we had. Which is an amazing thing to say. It gets to a point, man, where, you know, you got to leave it on stage. That's one thing that hurt Rick. When he was James Johnson, we used to call him all the time. Jim, like his brothers. When he was James Johnson and James Ambrose Johnson Jr., nicest dude in the world. On stage, he doing that stage, man. Man, dude would rock a crowd like his pose, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But see, what happened was, there was a time where he couldn't cut that off. And that...
Well, I've heard you say in quite a few interviews, you said, is that when they talk about drugs and rock and roll, but what I've heard you say said, the biggest drug in the world is fame. When people thrust, the best, when they thrust that kind of fame on you, especially at a young age, and you have the accessibility of getting anything and everything that your heart desires, is like a kid in a candy store.
There you go.
How do you control it or somewhat navigate through that?
It's almost impossible, man, because the more you have, the more people come around you, want to be around you.
Yeah.
Many cases, man, they want you to buy their artwork, they want you to invest in these corporations and whatnot. Now, you know, damn well, a brother from Buffalo lived on Woodline, around the corner from Rick. Grover Washington lived around the damn corner. I lived around the corner. You don't know nothing about no stocks and bonds. You don't know nothing about that. But you would listen to people because they bring you gifts, women, drugs.
Especially when you're surrounded by a bunch of yes people and never telling you. Yeah.
I mean, you know, people say Levi, you know, he's anti-social. No, I'm anti-stupid. And these people come around with fake phones and whatnot. Ain't nobody on the phone. They talking to, you know, like they talking to they broker or some crap. Nigga ain't got $2 in his pocket. Just faking the funk, man. And the real was Levi.
Yeah.
He this and that. Yeah, I am. We were too old to be stupid. Now, I should tell Rick, man, we ain't 21, 22 years old, man. We have late 30s, bro. Damn near. But, you know, we enjoyed what we did. I will say that until I die. I had never had so much fun in my life doing what we did, man. Rocking crowds, man. Thousands of people. I mean, wow. You dream about it. And then it happens. It's like, this is nice. Limousine to go get breakfast and stuff. All that super crap.
You know,
man, rock roll.
It seems like everyone that was around Rick during that time, you had no filter dealing with him. You would call him on a lot of his BS. Yes. And you were making him, basically holding him accountable for his behavior. And when I sit back, and I've looked at the documentary several times, and when I look at it, it makes me I feel bad and I also feel sad because I know what we had, and I seen the potential to do so much more.
Oh my Lord.
And I seen the level of frustration in your face when you were discussing it in the documentary. And when you have an opportunity to kind of look back and reflect, can you imagine what you guys could have done as far as live performances and going back over to Europe, man, and just killing it?
Yeah, forever. Could have went over there, man. We could have went to Russia and played up behind all I got paid over there. I mean, we were like an international type band. I mean, cause we did rock, roll. That's what punk thing. I call it funk and roll. Okay,
Fucking roll.
roll, y'all. And the white kids liked it. The white men even liked it. I mean, it's amazing. It's our crowd sometimes. It'd be like half white, half black. White women, black women, everybody got their lipstick on wrong, but they having a good time. Okay, and that was the enjoyment. I enjoyed it, and I saw like leaving, man, because like I'm saying, like he said, cocaine is a hell of a drug. And I know he used to get mad at me because I used to tell him, man, you know, that quote, I used to call it, man, that white bitch got your ass, don't she? That's what we call cocaine, that white bitch.
Yeah.
I had him crying one day, man, he just cried, believe I can't help myself. And I had to give you some backup on that right now. I feel bad about that at the time. I mean, at the time I didn't, I was mad at it. But the older I got I worked for all kinds of government agencies, all that kind of stuff. So I know people quite well. The thing that I didn't realize that it was a sickness. He couldn't help it, man. He tried. I mean, he actually tried. Man, and I was just getting his ass. You weak.
Yeah.
Weak ass, you know. He was sick. He was sick, man. Now people realize, like, you know, all these movie stars and stuff are dying now from drugs at age 50. They can't help it, man. They go to rehab. I mean, they don't want to be like that, man. I mean, looking at is that crack was that? Come on, putting lint in the pipe. Man, Rick, come on. I love him and I miss him. I can't stand his ass sometimes. But now I love him more because I know what he was going through. He was going through pure hell, man. And we couldn't help him. I mean, his mother asked him, Levi, could you help me with? I said, Mama, you can't deal with it. How you think me, the Negro from Buffalo, living around the corner, gonna talk to a multi-millionaire about anything? But he gonna listen to you? Mom, I can't do no more. Please help him, Levi. Mom, I can't do no more. It was sad, man.
Yeah. Well, like I said, seeing the documentary and seeing the level of frustration, but to me, the hurt that you were experiencing, because I remember something that you said, you're better than this. You kept saying it, repeating, you're better than this.
Yeah.
And you guys left so much, collectively, so much music on the table. And I know a lot of the listeners and people that are watching this live would like to know, brother, when are you guys going to get back in the studio and release some new music?
That's what we're talking about right now. I'm tracking my behind off. Nate, Lannis, we writing. Because, I mean, maybe you can't tell, man, but I ain't no young man. I'm 75 years old. Look pretty good for that age. But it's harder to get it out. You don't walk the park and then all kinds of different ideas what people do. Because usually you get ideas of what you see in the street. If it makes sense with the kind of music you're trying to make. So, but yeah, we've been tracking. I've been tracking, man, for years. Matter of fact, for somebody conned me to call up this company to fix my stuff, stole all my music.
Yeah.
So I said, no, I got hacked, man. Didn't about 100 songs, vocals, everything I was doing on gone. But now they got better protection on your product now with all these clouds and stuff. You can hide your music more than back in those days. But yeah, man, we tracking. We tracking. I mean, it pleases me to sit down there and have good thought. Then I think would Rick like it. And then now I gotta think, do the hip hop dudes like it? But then again, do we like it?
Right.
Pretty good grasp of what folk might want, young and old. That's the older folks.
You know, I've had quite a few listeners over the years where I would receive various emails. Hey, Teddy Bear, when is the Stone City Band going to put out some new music? And I'm like, I don't know. We've been waiting, man. I mean, you guys are still funking and rolling in Vegas. As a matter of fact, you brothers have a show today.
Yeah.
And I'm saying they still making great quality music. And I'm saying, when I get brother Ruffin on the show, I said, I got to ask, man, when are they going to get back in the studio? and release some new music. I mean, right now it would be so advantageous because with social media, man, you could really put your music out there and blow people away.
Spotify, all kinds of out there now. All kinds of platforms to get it out. And plus collaboration. I mean, Tom is calling me for collaboration. We really getting together on this, man. You know, me and Tom had worked on some stuff way, way back in the day. But now he man, hey, Levi, you work. Yeah. You got some groove? Yeah, I got groove. Let me hear what you got. Do this. Let's do this, man. Fun again. Call each other stupid and whatnot. Or, and what the fuck is you playing? Okay. We'll make it quick. Because we know each other. We know each other. We was together a long time and we're still together. It's beautiful. Beautiful.
Do you have someone in your camp that really knows how to navigate as far as social media and get your music out there on the different platforms, whether it's Spotify, iHeartRadio, you name it?
You guys do your shows, keep mentioning it and whatnot, and get the word spread out there. Yo, them old blues is back and they funky. Okay, because that's what we're gonna do. That's what we know. We know funk and roll. It ain't George kind of funk. It's our kind of funk. You got jazz in it. You got rock and roll in it. You got blues in it. You got all kinds. Electronic. I mean, we do it all, man. Country, western, we've done that. And it's just a joy to be able to at this stage of my life to still experiment and enjoy it. You know, I don't have a radio nowhere in my house, my apartment. I got no radio. Nobody's saying Levi in the stove. Nothing for the radio. I used to tell my kids when they were younger. No, I used to tell my kids when they were younger. I don't want to hear on the radio. You put your headphones on and boom, but I don't want to hear nothing on the radio because nobody ever gonna accuse me of stealing something from somebody. Basically, it's the other way around. Okay, you stole from me, Rick. All of us. Like I said, I enjoyed it. And one thing I wanted to say too about the musician shit, this one I wanted to bring up earlier. There were two guys in the band that didn't read music. Out of all them cats, Danny and them, and they went to like USC, theories on that kind of stuff. Me and Rick was the only dude in the band that couldn't read no write no goddamn music. Because it just sounds good to me when I'm playing. I couldn't tell you that's a G minor or a I have no idea what to play, but I can play. And Rick was the same way. Damn near everybody else in the band, but they got lessons going on. I took piano lessons, man, and my father got so mad at me because I kept going there and not going there. I go sneak away from that and I go play baseball. I play professional baseball, man. That was my way. I thought I'm gonna get out the hood, but I really didn't live in the hood. My mom and dad had jobs, cars, and whoop ass when they needed it, whoop real good. And I got a lot of that. Most of us black men are to a point where you want to do what you want to do, and they say, no, don't go there. Perfect example. When I finally got into this music thing, my father, boy, let me talk to you. I said, okay, Pop, what's up? I know you're in that music thing, and it's dangerous and all that. I got this, bro. Then he made a comment. Well, I just don't want you out there drinking that dope and smoking that. Smoking that dope and drinking that marijuana. That's when I said to myself, I had to laugh, I had to hide the laugh. But he was trying to, boy, don't be out there smoking that dope and drinking that marijuana. That's all they knew about music. The old school jazz, everybody was shooting heroin back then. Now heroin is back again. And I feel so sorry for these young folks who didn't listen to the parents. Ain't nothing but harm gonna come to you doing, and you know you're wrong when you're doing it. Sometimes you do it, get bad at your parents. Let me do some stupid shit. I'm smoking some weed. I wish my father would call me some weed in the crib. My whole thing with my father and my mother, I ain't your friend. I told my kids the same thing. I love you to death, but I ain't your friend. You ain't gonna talk to me like when your homies out on the street now. Some parents wanna be the child's friend. Will be the child's friend when they're growing up. Be the parent. That's another problem we have right now. And I hate to say this too. One of my grandkids, I got 25 grandkids. I was home recently, man, for a punk festival back in Buffalo and everything like that. And one of my grandsons, he was shot 7 times. He shot him. He shot him up, man, and killed his boy next to him. You never think about it until it happens to you.
Yeah.
I mean, they blew his eye out his head. I mean, they shot my baby up, man. And we got to stop this madness, man. But parents, like, they're afraid. I worked at juvie also. Some parents are actually afraid of their children.
Yeah.
You hear what I'm saying? You probably know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. I think a lot of that is coming from when they took the parental vision from the home, where the parents were able to discipline their kids. But also, I think too, we live in a generation now where you're having babies, having babies. And like when you were going to school, when I was going to school, we're both 21. You had music classes. Kids had a lot more things to get involved in, especially in school. And today, that's not the case anymore. You go to most of the inner city schools do not have music classes anymore. So the kids are either on social media or they out in the street.
Yeah.
And this is a product.
See, but they think this is gonna be easy, man. Y'all made it, yeah. But we worked hard to do this, bro. This shit don't come easy, man. Yeah. There was they had a tryout hit. We got a living hit, man. And they would come to our rehearsal when they little bitty dudes and all of a sudden they got a hit record. And I tried to explain to them and said, man, way to go, y'all. And then I explained to them, you know, it don't get no easier though, bro. And they asked me why. I said, you've been working on that album, man, your whole life. To get that product out there, let people hear it. And y'all walking around with gold chains around your nose, everything. Doing it. That was the most good music you ever put together in your life. It gets harder now. They didn't understand what I was saying. It gets harder. So you got to really produce. You really got to hold them together again. Country Western dudes know how to do that. I mean, they got fans, man, since they were 12 years old. Right? if you come out light on that second or third album, brothers will stop buying your product, okay? You got to come hard every time. I mean, hard. That was people, man, how y'all keep doing this shit? They thought this shit was, man, we used to work our asses off to sound different every now and then to throw another part of music that we know, Brown, Beethoven, all that kind of stuff. Throw some little stuff in there like that, man. But it gets harder. That's why I guess these cats have been jamming for all these years and still got fans and stuff. Them some bad dudes, man. Hold the army together, man. Come on. It's harder.
It really is. And I think a lot of these young artists, they take it for granted because it becomes so easy to them.
Right.
Because everything is so accessible. They don't put in the amount of work. They don't hone their craft the way we had groups like you, Stone City Band, and other groups in the 70s, 80s. They don't bother perfecting their craft, but we touched upon earlier that it also comes when they're with a major label. You have that machine behind them.
There you go.
Yeah. You got that machine behind them selling a product. They're selling the image. And I'm going to say this, we being honest and we being real. I think a lot of the major labels, they look at the buying public, the young buying public who they target is stupid. We'll put a sound together, we'll project the image, and they'll buy it. I'm just being honest. They look at the youth as being asinine, pretty much. Gullible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
they're gullible. They'll buy anything. As long as it has a beat to it, they'll buy it.
And the reason,
and not saying nothing.
Yeah, I give it to them though, and the marketing problems. Because these white boys and white women is buying the hell of this hip hop stuff, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
that's where they get money now, right? Them white folks to keep them Negroes rich. I ain't lying, man. Come on, I'm doing some hip hop one day. Hippity hop, hippity hippity. I'm gonna do something one of these days and see it come out. Matter of fact, I got a time for one of my songs. You know, everybody want to beat my hood, all that kind of shit. My thing is, man, can't spell where you live. Niggas spell neighborhood. And A, with a B, yeah, can't spell where you live. This is my hood. You can have it then, bro. You can't even pronounce it. Deep in their soul with that one. Can't spell where you live.
Oh
that's
man,
sad.
it's
Man.
you know what? It's funny. I'm seeing a lot of these artists that have left the United States and they head over to England, and they are living in England. They're being treated like royalty. They're being revered. They're being respected. I wanted to ask you, what was your thought process when you seen all the major record stores closing, man, from Sam Goody to Tower Records, all of them just closing, folded shop here? What was the first thing that came to your mind?
Well, see, this is a difficult subject for me because one of our girls that she worked at a place called Record Theater in Buffalo.
Okay.
It was the biggest distributor of records, man, on the whole East Coast. And all of a sudden, they used to sell electronic equipment, musical instruments, and everything. Then they got down to just playing the records and the videos and all that kind of crap. With JoJo McDuffie, Mary Jane Girl. That's what Rick Man is. Me and Joe went to college together. We got she's smart, educated, somehow and all. And we brought her in, and Rick tried to dog her out. Not physically, I mean, but mentally, see how far she was. And I used to tell her, baby, he just messing with you now. See how far he's going to go. She said, leave tired of this crap. I said, just keep giving him more than he thinks he can. Yeah, but she was at a record theater. And all them things is closed. I mean, you go to some places now, man, they got, the old stuff from our generation and whatnot. But there's no record store, man. I mean, I should live for the weekend, okay? Go buying 45s and whatnot.
Yeah.
Buying albums, man, for $3.25. Okay, about 2-3 on the weekend. Some days are gone. Some days are gone, bro.
But the ironic thing is, over in England, Amsterdam, Switzerland, Japan, vinyl sales huge. They love it.
Man. And I want to go back there because Rick really didn't like it. See, another thing that people didn't realize, Rick couldn't stand flying. I mean, a lot of people like one of my sons, you got to put him on the plane drunk. They can't fly. I mean, Tom Flower, our engineer, his wife, she said she come out to Buffalo. He lived up in beautiful Mill Valley, man, Sausalito, whatnot. And they got on the plane. His wife and her 2 daughters got on the plane. They took off before they got to San Jose. They had to land the plane because she just freaked out. We used to pour Rick into his seats. Rick couldn't stand flying. But in them days,
really?
Oh man, he couldn't stand it. And we never got on no plane unless it was Lear Jets or something like that. We go some spots. But we loved the bus. The bus was cool. It's some gravity that holds you down. And some folks just start hollering and sleeping and whatnot. Rick be so high, man, it'd be, you all right, bro? You'd be asleep. He wasn't getting high to get high. He getting high to get to sleep, man. Because he couldn't like that, though.
Right.
But a whole lot of music.
But I wanted to let you know while I have you on is that whatever you guys need collectively, man, as far as promoting your music or whatever you're doing, touring or whatever, please, man, don't hesitate to let me know so we can make sure that people can come out and see you perform. And whenever you're ready to get in the studio and make some of that funk and roll ready, man, we'll definitely debut it on the show, man. You got so much great music left into you, man. I don't want to see it wasted and thrown away.
I appreciate your sentiments, man. Really, makes old dude feel good. I'm not lying, man. Because
hey, man, you young at heart, brother. Age is just a number, man.
I can't even dance like I used to, man. I love to see people dance.
Oh, man. Well, hey, again, Stone City Band will be performing today, and the address is going to be at 1606 South Commerce Avenue. That's in Las Vegas, Nevada. You know where you can get the ticket, where they would be able to get the tickets or purchase the tickets?
Eventbrite. Eventbrite.
Eventbrite.
Everybody, okay. Right. Okay. Okay. And what time is the show this evening?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. So that's 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You say, well, Teddy Bear, how are we going to get out there? Planes, trains, automobiles. You have to take a camel. Get to Vegas. Get some fucking roll in your life, and to get all the latest updates, be sure that you catch up with the Stone City Band. That's at facebook.com/Bad Boys of Funk, and the same handle for Instagram. Brother, again, long overdue. It has been an honor to have you on the show. I have an album, and I definitely want your autograph on it, man. I got to have your autograph on it, man. And I want to thank you for bringing so much love, so much funk, and so much passion to this music. Me being a huge Rick James fan, he is sorely missed. I just wish he was able to overcome those demons and make some more great music, but he left a legacy behind, man. So at the end of the day, without the Stone City Band, there's no Rick James, brother.
Man, but that makes a lot of sense. But then again, I miss him. I miss him so much, man, because when he wasn't doing that other stuff, man, we'd be on the one. I mean,
yeah,
was blowing, man. I mean, just
hey, remember what James Brown once said? Funk don't quit, brother.
I still got that feeling, okay?
There you go. Remember, family, again, be sure to check out the Stone City Band this evening. That's at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and that's in Las Vegas. Brother, thank you. Many safe returns. Kick ass tonight at the show. Whatever you need, reach out and let me know. We'll make sure it happens, okay?
Okay, now talk to the fellas about all of you to say. We really appreciate it, man, okay? Thank you.
No, my pleasure. My pleasure.
Yeah,
the legendary Mr. Levi Ruffin Jr. here on Night Traxx Radio. I want to thank everyone for tuning in and allow the Teddy Bear to help you tune out all the negativity. Family, it's up to us. There's a lot of great music out there. It's just up to us to sit up here and support the Stone City Band, one of the greatest live performing bands that this industry has ever seen. Greatly unappreciated, but I'm here to tell you, no need to fear. That's why the Teddy Bear is here, to bring real music back to their ways. And be sure, again, to check them out. They'll be performing live today, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, in Las Vegas. Whatever stays in Vegas or whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Fucking Roll Friday. Hey, no need to fear. The Teddy Bear is going to be back actually, 5 p.m. this evening at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, as we welcome singer, songwriter, and actress Terry Dexter. New hit single, Come Find Me. Lord have mercy. I want to thank everybody for tuning in, from Kevin, David, Jill, Ruffin, Marie Johnson, Kevin Thomas. Thank you so much, and we want to thank you. And be sure, for those who missed the interview, no need to fear, we got you covered. You can watch the interview in its entirety on our YouTube channel. That's at Night Traxx with 2 X's. That's at Night Traxx Radio Music Podcast. Also, this will be uploaded to iHeartRadio. So you want to listen to audio, we got you covered. And also be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And also we're on TikTok, same handle, Night Traxx Radio with 2 X's. And also on, Instagram. Yeah, so many social media platforms. We're also on Instagram too. That's at Night Traxx Radio. And last but not least, we're on Facebook. That's at facebook.com/Night Traxx Radio. Without you, there's no me. And as in always, keep it soulful on this funkin' Roll Friday. Lord have mercy. God bless.